Hello, everybody. This is the Land Killer Show here. I have just found out about Cabbage Pat, Cabbage Mechanic leaving the World of Tanks team in support of Gneisenau013. So, without further ado, we're going to take a quick look at the note that Cab Mech left for everybody, and I'll give my reaction to it. So here we go. This was Gneisenau013's boss at World of Tanks. So starts out with saying, "Hey tankers, I'm sorry to announce that I'm resigning my position as senior manager of community and events on World of Tanks America's team. I will not be appearing on any more official streams, and sadly, this means I will not be attending a Quino Tank weekend at the Ontario Regiment Museum next week. But you should definitely go. It's going to be awesome. I've been with Wargaming more than 5 years, and I am proud of the work that we have done, especially in rebuilding our operations after the move from Emeryville, California to Austin, Texas. I'm fortunate to have been given the opportunities to advance my own career and interact with amazing and passionate people from around the world. I have so much love for the brilliant and resilient people of Belarus, Ukraine, Brazil, Argentina, and other countries as a result of my time at Wargaming. That is hard to put into words. Of course, the same is true of our marvelous CCs and the general World of Tanks community. I will miss even the saltiest of you. I'm making this painful decision because of the recent termination of an employee on my team, that'd be Gneisenau013, that I believe to be a kind and competent individual for reasons that I personally perceive to be an illegitimate and incredibly persistent campaign to unfairly scapegoat him by the leadership of his former team, Wargaming. That, in my opinion, is desperate to have anyone at all to blame for the most recent incident, of which I perceive to be a toxic corporate culture. Most recent incident, Yukon and the CC Exodus, I believe is what he was referring to. What I perceive to be a toxic corporate culture perpetuating a cycle of serious errors that stretches back at least 4 years, well before his time on that team, the World of Tanks team, and with causes well above his pay grade, so he's referring to the higher ups there. The team member in question, Gneisenau013, did make mistakes, and when asked to apologize for them publicly, despite having left the team that he stepped up, and despite having left the World of Tanks team, he stepped up and did so like the honorable individual he is. In spite of this, senior members of that team, in my opinion, waged an unrelenting backdoor campaign to get him terminated from my team. I can only describe this behavior as cowardly, contemptible, and shitbird-like. There is more separation between our teams than is probably obvious to the public eye, and I sincerely hope that this incident represents a unique incursion of that culture into the Tanks team. I urge you not to judge the company as a whole by these actions, for there are thousands of dedicated employees at Wargaming truly working hard every day to bring you the best experience possible. Wargaming contributes a lot to the living history of armored vehicles, warships, and at least in my experience, treats employees very well. While my journey with World of Tanks is over, I am confident that my team will recover and begin a successful new era in short order. Thank you all so much for letting me be a part of it. Zachary, Cab Mech, Duig. So you can see that you got the old video guy, Michael Loven, over here saying, "I'm so proud of you." Fem saying, "You're an amazing people first leader, Zach. I look forward to seeing what you do next." Even more people, C Raptor. See a lot of the retired community contributors and current community contributors are responding to this. So my take on this is really simple. I believe that the people, as Zach hints at, or Cabmech hints at here, the campaign was with the higher ups of Wargaming. I have my suspicions on that maybe being somebody being in the executive producer role, perhaps somebody in the higher ups of the St. Petersburg office of Lesta Wargaming. It's hard to say, but there is a certain individual that has the first word of his name beginning with sub and ending with Octavian that I suspect might have had some involvement in this. It's hard to say. But I think it really just shows you that there is truly rot at the top of Wargaming, and they need to begin to remove that rot if they ever want to be successful, because all these people leaving is going to be having its effect. I'm seeing that some news publications are already picking up on this. So Wargaming is going to dig their own grave with all these silly PR moves that they could have avoided by simply listening to the players and listening to the community. I have had very few interactions with Cab Mech, like mainly towards the beginning. I would ask him on the World of Tanks forums, hey, are you going to be different than the guy before you? And he said, yeah. And he, as far as I've read in the postings on the World of Tanks forums, he's done a really good job over there, and so is Gneisenau013. It's just unfortunate that that the managers above Gneisenau013, when he was on the World of Warships team above him, have this initiative to scapegoat Gneisenau013 instead of actually facing the limelight themselves and admitting their mistakes. It's very true in a lot of workplaces that normally the middle managers have their own agenda. So I think it's somebody in middle management between the St. Petersburg and NA offices that had hands in this. I really don't agree with the direction that things are going with this company. You all saw my fiery video earlier today on the super ships, or should I say yesterday at this point, at the time of recording of this. I encourage everybody to truly reevaluate how much money they give to this company, whether it be through World of Tanks, World of Warships, World of Warplanes. And really sit down and think about what you want to support and what you don't want to support. Your decision to spend money on these games is completely your own. I just encourage you to spend your wallet with conscience and really take time to think about where you're putting your money and whether you want to continue to support this company, which is treating its employees like crap, like Gneisenau013 and Cab Mech here. Anyway, that covers this video. Please like, watch, and subscribe for future World of Warships and mobile gameplay content. Thank you for watching.